everyone, and thank you so much for coming back and joining me. Now, it is pretty late here in Ireland, but you know what? I really wanted to come on and talk about this because Jared Leto, who of course played Joker in 2016 movie Suicide Squad, which was the third movie that we got in the DC extended universe, and it really wasn't a good one. I personally myself absolutely hated that movie. I really did. And you know what? It's the only Joker that I wouldn't sort of say that ever happened. I pretend it didn't, like the whole Ghostbusters 2016 thing. But here goes. Jared Leto feels alienated and upset after being replaced by Joaquin Phoenix as Joker. Yes, I actually said that in a sentence, and that happened. So, he wasn't happy basically when Warner Brothers decided to replace him with the phenomenal performance, which was Joaquin Phoenix. I am not going to be ruining it for anybody. I give it a 10 out of 10. Now, just reading here, the new Joker has quickly become a fan favourite, ranking in almost $300 million. And then it's saying 270 million in brackets since its release a week ago. And it didn't help that Jared Leto's Joker wasn't well received. Considering many considered Suicide Squad an extremely disorganised execution of a superhero movie. And you know what, before going any further, I have to absolutely agree with that comment, because to me, right, the actor or whatever, Jared Leto aside, I mean, I actually mainly know him from the band that he's in called 30 Seconds to Mars. And I actually really love the song that's called From Yesterday, and there's a brilliant extended version of that music video. But anyhow, basically, I thought in the movie that, okay, Jared Leto aside, right? Jared Leto aside, I feel it's also down to who's in charge, who's in charge, of that character, about the amount of screen time that the character gets, which he didn't get enough, so I would agree with him in that sense. However, if we had seen more, it probably would have been even worse, the movie. It's also down to the writer, it's also down to, makeup artist, costume design, all that. They decided to, splash tattoos over him and go for they tried to take different sort of versions from different comics and things like that, but it just really fell flat for them. And to me, he honestly did look like, how can I put this? I'll not say the word that I want to say, but he kind of came across like a hip-hop artist or something like that, and walking about a nightclub and things like that. It just kind of looked like they were going for, a hip-hop artist vibe, but it just didn't, why would Joker be a hip-hop artist? But that's what he kind of looked like, all flashy, everything, bling bling. So moving on. According to Hollywood Reporter, the 47-year-old felt alienated and upset when he discovered that the studio approved director Todd Phillips' idea for a solo Joker film that wasn't connected to the DC extended universe. However, the actor has yet to officially comment on the new Joker being immensely more popular than his version of the film. That's kind of funny, that. Back in 2017, Jared said he was confused at his non-involvement in the character's future. He said, "I'm a little confused too. But yeah, there are a couple of things happening in the DC world. I loved the Joker. He's a great character, a really fun character to play. It's a big universe when you play the Joker. There's no ownership there. You have the honour of holding the baton for a little while and then passing it off." He then went on to say, that he was, upset at the lack of screen time that he got, and coming from his point of view, as he was in the movie Suicide Squad, I do see where he's coming from. You would think that he would have got more screen time than what he got, although I didn't like his performance. But what I will say is Joaquin Phoenix, his version of Joker, oh my gosh, it was phenomenal. I'm not going to give anything away. But the difference is, there was a brilliant makeup artist. Joaquin even said in an interview that he started doing the makeup himself to get into the character, but then after that, the makeup artist, she then started always doing the makeup on set. Fantastic makeup artist, fantastic costume design, fantastic, writer, fantastic producer, Todd Phillips. So this is what I'm trying to say. There is a difference. And, I don't just blame, Jared Leto, of course, of course not. There's other people, that were, taking care of the character in Suicide Squad that are also to blame. You know, putting tattoos and all across the set. No, what was he even thinking? I'm sorry. So, you know, I get in ways why he's upset, but to be fair, so many people didn't like his portrayal of this version of Joker. So that's why, dude, that you're it's I'm sorry it's upsetting you, and it, you know, that was, you know, a big part of your life, but a lot of people didn't like it and it didn't come off well, so maybe that's why it's not being used. I think stick to, you know, if you're still in the band, 30 Seconds to Mars, because you do have great songs. My favourite one is from Yesterday, and there's like an extended version of that video, and it is fantastic. And, you know, I haven't listened to all of their music, but you know what? He was good in the movie Blade Runner with Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling. That is a brilliant movie. So, you know, I don't think he should be, you know, being jealous, because you know what? Joaquin Phoenix did a perfect portrayal, in my opinion, anyway. And like Jared Leto, I'm sorry, I don't even see him as Joker. I pretend it never happened. Huge apologies, guys, but my battery died on my phone. But that's pretty much all I really wanted to say to sum this video up, other than, you know, because, you know, Jared Leto's performance wasn't really well received with Suicide Squad, I was sort of a bit confused as to why, you know, he is, you know, so upset about it. As I say, I do get where he's coming from, though, with the whole screen time thing, even though I didn't like his performance. Please do let me know. I'm really, really interested in what all your thoughts and opinions are on this. So I will speak to you all soon, but until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always.